In today's Roblox Grow a Garden video, we'll be starting completely fresh in the game, but instead of starting from square one, we'll be receiving seeds from the new exotic flower seed pack. Now, since this new account doesn't actually have Robux on it, we're going to be doing it a little bit differently, and we'll be spinning this wheel 6 times, and this wheel contains different numbers of every single seed inside of the new seed pack. And we'll be totaling up the numbers, setting it to brighter, and he will actually give those seeds to our account. All right, so spin number 1. Let's see what we're gonna go ahead and open here. We got 20 foxgloves. All right, we're gonna go ahead and spin for our second set of seeds. 10 purple Delilahs. Okay, that's pretty good. Can we get a sunflower in this? Because a sunflower will make us some big bucks. And we got 5 pink lilies. All right, we have 3 more spins. Please give us... Okay, we got some more pink lilies. Another 10 pink lilies. All right, our 2 final spins. Hopefully, we can get at least 1 sunflower. Please, wheel, be on our side. And we got even more pink lilies. All right, for our final set, please, please, please. And we got another 10 foxgloves. Okay, well, that is just fine. All right, so for our final numbers here, we have 30 foxgloves, 10 purple Delilahs, and 35 pink lilies. All right, so thank you, Brighter. We now have our seeds, and we are good to go. All right, so because these are some pretty big seeds, at least the pink lilies, we're going to have to spread these out quite a bit so I can actually harvest them. So I'm going to try and keep these a little spread out. All right, so we didn't get the sunflowers, but we did get some good pink lilies and purple Delilahs, which should be some pretty good money anyways. All right, so there's all of our pink lilies down. Let's go ahead and do our purple Delilah seeds next, because these will be our money makers here. I mean, all of this will be way better than just starting out with carrots. Purple Delilahs in terms of the flower pack are really good. It's pretty close to the sunflower. It looks like some of these pink lilies shouldn't take too long, so hopefully we can actually start making some money here. Maybe we'll get lucky and get some rain. I don't know. Okay, actually, these foxgloves are not too bad. They just had to sit in for a second. And there we go. There's all of our starting seeds placed down, and hopefully we'll make some decent money to start out with. But let's go ahead and just give all of our plants a minute to grow and start making some money after. All right, so our plants have grown pretty well. The foxgloves are almost done. The pink lilies are all complete, and the purple Delilahs, about half of them are done, most of the smaller ones. And it looks like we're actually getting some pretty good gold mutations in here. So we have 1 pink gold lily, we have a purple Delilah growing in, and that's going to give us a lot of money to start out with. So we're going to go ahead and collect our first set of pink lilies here and get these sold to start making some money, and then hopefully we can get some sprinklers and get this to grow a little faster. And some of these are still growing, so we'll let them finish up. But there we go. We have our first set of pink lilies. So we're going to see actually real quick how much this gold pink lily is worth. All right, so how much are we going to get from this? We're going to get 1.1 million, which is a really good start. This is more money than we really need, honestly. So I'm going to go ahead and sell my inventory here. And there we go. That one actually carried, but we made 1.5 million to start out with. All right, I'm going to grab these watering cans from when we get some more plants. We'll grab a recall wrench so we don't have to walk all the way back. And there's no sprinklers in stock right now. Wow. We have about 32 minutes before the swarm event happens. And once that happens, we can get a start into the actual event here and get some more exotic flower seed packs. And also we could probably get some bee eggs. We're gonna want some eggs so we can passively get pollen over time, and then we don't have to wait for that event every single time. All right, we got another gold pink lily, and let's just grab as many of these as we can. Just for now, we're just gonna make money. We don't really need the mutations at the moment. We just need some cash to get ourselves started. Oh, we got a rainbow one growing in. That's very nice. All right, let's go ahead and sell these, and let's see how much money we make. We got another 2.8 million, so we're already at 4 million. Well, it looks like it's time for us to play the waiting game. So in about 29 minutes, we'll get our first event, and once these bees start swarming out, hopefully we get quite a few of these pollinated. All right, so we are back, and the swarm event is finally going to start, and we also have quite a bit of flowers that have grown. Hopefully we get some good mutations here. There we go. We got our first pollinated. That'll make us some progress for some honey. Keep pollinating. The more you pollinate, the more I can make. I'm gonna try to get enough honey in this sitting to get a bee egg open and then get some more flower seed packs. So I'm gonna wait a minute for all this honey to compress, and then we're gonna go ahead and do some trading here. All right, our honey is done compressing. We're gonna go ahead and just throw in some more real quick, just so we can get some more honey going, and we're just gonna keep filling this thing up. But in the meantime, we do have 40 honey now, so we can trade this and get some stuff. So for now, we're gonna go ahead and buy 2 flower seed packs to expand our garden a little bit, and we're gonna go ahead and buy this bee egg. Once this does hatch in 4 hours, then we'll have another way to get honey passively. Let's go ahead and open these 2 flower seed packs. Please give us something good. We need something real nice in here, okay? All right, we're gonna open our first one and let's see what we get. And we got, okay, we got a rose. This one. Please give us something way better than that. Please, big money, big money, big money. Let's go. Big money. And we got another rose. All right, well, we have 2 rose seeds. Let's go ahead and just plant those. We'll keep our new bee egg warm until it grows, so we'll put those roses there. But now I guess before we wait for some of these mutations, we'll go ahead and just see what kind of money we'll get from these gold purple Delilahs that I have, and also this rainbow pink lily. And the rest of them, we'll just wait and let them gather some mutations. But let's go ahead and sell these. And that brings us up 20 mil. There we go. Now, there is a mythical egg. I think I'm going to go ahead and just buy this as well, just to help us out a little bit. I know we mostly just want bee pets, but I do want another pet if it'll help us in any way. And we're going to wait around for a little bit and see what happens. And hopefully within the next 40 minutes until the next swarm event and shop reset, we'll see some good weather and stuff happen so we can get these mutated and make some more dough. All right, we let about an hour pass and we have another swarm event happening, and we're getting some more pollinated plants. I did go ahead and turn in more of my pollinated plants, so now we have 52 honey and we can buy some more stuff in the honey shop. Here's the shop. We don't have any bee eggs this time around, but we do have 2 more flower pack seeds. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy those. Now, hopefully this time we get something nice and juicy out of these. All right, so for our first pack here, we got another lilac. That's actually really good. The lilacs are some pretty good money. Oh wait, I thought we had a lilac, but actually that's our first lilac because we only had pink lilies, purple Delilahs, and the foxgrove. So here's finally a new seed that's not a rose. The roses look cool, but they're just not worth that much. But we're gonna go ahead and put our lilac down here, and let's open our second pack here. And we got, bro, another rose. It is so hard to get anything else. Both are now grown. All right, so those are 2 new plants there. I guess we'll go ahead and maybe we'll sell. Well, I want to keep the pollinated stuff still, just so we can keep opening more stuff. But I guess we'll go ahead and sell the rest of this stuff. All right, let's go ahead and sell and see how much we make. We're currently at 14 million. And this bumps us up to 26 million. So yeah, we still have quite a ways to go. But once we actually start getting some better mutations, this should go a lot faster. And once these pets hatch. All right, we've had some more time pass by. And again, we're having some more frozen mutations show up in the last hour. And we have quite a few pollinated plants, which is good to see. Let's go ahead and check on our honey. I can't remember how much we had after spending it. And then plus I got a little bit more after. We're at 42, okay. I'm going to collect what honey is ready in here. So we're at 52. And let's check the shop. Hopefully we can actually get some good stuff in here. Let's see. We only have 1 flower seed pack this time around, but still a good chance to get something nice in there, okay? Let's go ahead and open up this flower seed pack and see what we get to expand our flower farm. Please be something new and something expensive. A rose again. Oh no, I just keep sitting here and getting roses, man. All right, we have a few saved and favorited. Let's go ahead and sell the rest and keep progressing with our money. And that's another 15 mil. So we're now at 40 mil. Let's go ahead and quickly check the gear shop. Do we have any decent sprinklers we could buy? We have a couple basics. I'll go ahead and just buy those. And this can increase fruit size. So I guess what we'll try and do to get some bigger purple Delilahs in here, we'll try to sprinkle this area. And then we'll also throw a sprinkler just like in here. And I guess one over here. To hopefully get some bigger pink lilies as well. All right, it's that time again to spend some more honey. Let's see what we got in the honey shop, all right? Please be some good amount of seed packs in here. Okay, we can like out 1 again. Please, can I get something that's not a rose? Could I please get like a sunflower maybe? That's probably not gonna happen because it's 0.5%. All right, well, let's try this flower pack and let's see what we get. Okay, we got another pink lily. That's actually pretty good. Finally something new, and we can add it to our pink lily collection over here. I think what we're gonna do this time around, since I have so much honey, is I'm just gonna go ahead and sell these and see how much we can make. Let's go ahead and sell the frozen ones as well. All right, I guess we might as well sell the roses because they're here, they're ready to be sold. And finally, let's sell and let's see how much money we make from all of this that we just collected. And we got 26 million, so we're still not even at 100 million. But is there any good sprinklers or even a thunder rod that can maybe help us speed up the process? Let's see. Okay, we have a godly sprinkler in the shop right now, so I help with mutation chances and fruit size, but no lightning rod still. I used the godly sprinkler over here on the purple Delilahs because I believe these are worth more than the pink lilies. And if we get some big purple Delilahs, we should be able to make some pretty good money. All right, so far we stacked up 3 flower seed packs to add to the garden, but I'm going to keep stacking these up for a little bit and saving them until we have quite a few to do a pretty big opening in a minute. But for now, I just realized that the bee egg is finally ready to open, so let's see what we get. And we got, it looks like just a regular bee. But this guy is gigantic though, so I will take that. All right, things are finally starting to happen here. As you could see, a lightning storm just went by, and look at how many shocked plants we just got. This is gonna be some really good money. I'm gonna go ahead and grab all these mutated plants I have, and we're gonna see how much money we can actually make from this jump here. Let's see how much pollinated and shocked is worth together on this little thing. That will give us 6 mil. Okay, I thought we'd get a little bit more from that. What about frozen shocked on this purple Delilah? This one's a little bit bigger as well. 14 mil. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. Okay. All right, and we have a chilled shocked pink lily, which is a pretty good size here. Let's try and see the value of this. 12 mil. All right, so we actually might make some pretty good money from that lightning storm that just happened. Let's go ahead and sell the inventory. And that brings us up to 262 million. So we finally just made some pretty good progress with those shocked mutated plants. And as you can see, we've been grinding honey over the last couple hours. We have 202 jars of honey now. And that is what we're going to use to AFK buy flower seed packs overnight. All right, so after AFKing for a bit, we actually were able to buy 19 flower seed packs. So now we have quite a bit to open to expand the farm. And also, as you can see, all of our plants are now pollinated, and they also received shocked overnight. So this should make us some pretty good money. All right, but before we start selling all this stuff, let's go ahead and first open this bee egg so we have another worker. Okay, we got another regular bee. That's fine. I'll take it. Anything for some extra pollinated plants works for me. And let's also go ahead and open up these flower seed packs and see what we get. Hopefully we can get one sunflower, but it's going to be a challenge. All right, so we got one lilac. I will take that. That's much better than getting more roses. I'm honestly not even seeing sunflowers in here. Another rose. All right, we have 4 more remaining. Let's see what we get out of these 4 packs. Another purple Delilah. Okay, our luck today has been much better than it was yesterday. This is doing good. I like this. All right, foxglove. All right, we got 2 more. I don't know if there's a possibility to get a sunflower in this. All right, final pack. Please. Sunflower. Please. I got a lilac. All right, well, we got literally no sunflowers out of almost 20 of those seed packs. So we did get 6 more rose seeds. I'll just go ahead and throw these in here. We got 5 lilacs. So I'll put these next to our other lilacs. We got 2 purple Delilahs. We'll throw these in here. And we got 6 foxgloves. All right, another section here for the foxgloves. All right, perfect. So we're now caught up. We have quite a bit more plants to work from. And I guess we'll go ahead and sell everything we have here to make some money. We have a bunch of shocked and stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and sell all this and see what we can get. Let's go ahead and sell all this. And we are now at 442 million shekels. So that's a pretty big jump. I think if we had a sunflower, this would be a lot faster. I feel like doing a flower only garden is pretty good. 442 million is much better than what you would get from starting the game from scratch. If you want to see what that would get you, then go ahead and click this video here. But we definitely made some pretty good money in under 24 hours. I was hoping we could get to 1 billion by 24 hours, but seeing the progress on this, I don't think we'll be able to unless we get multiple lightning storms. But either way, this garden still looks really nice. So what do you guys think? Should I have made more money from this, or do you think that this is a good amount of money to make in under 24 hours for starting fresh with only flower seeds?